Well, there it is, WTiiWarcraft here. Welcome to a Warcraft 3 Reforged campaign playthrough. We are on the final chapter of the final campaign, this being the bonus campaign, the Founding of Durotar, playing in Warcraft Reforged. So, after the Frozen Throne was released, we got the bonus campaign, Rexxar's campaign. We've done Chapter 1, to Tame a Land, Chapter 2, Old Hatreds. If you haven't seen those, go to WTiiWarcraft, youtube.com/WTiiWarcraft. Go through the Reforged playlist, Reforged campaign playlist. And if you want to catch up, you can start with those. And this is the final chapter. So, Chapter 3, A Blaze of Glory. Also, thank you, iLord Whiskers, for the sub. If you enjoy this content, make sure to like the video, thumbs up. It does help a lot with the YouTube algorithm. Just click the button, click the thumbs up, and that goes a long way. As well as subscribe to the channel if you haven't seen this before. You like Warcraft 3 content, because it's daily Warcraft 3 content. So, thank you. And let's move on. Act 3, A Blaze of Glory. Moments later, Thrall, Rexxar, and the warriors of the Horde gather along the coastline to plan their final assault on the Grand Admiral's bastion of Theramore Isle.
Warchief, our troops are ready, but the Admirals assembled a blockade of battleships around Theramore. There's no way we can match their firepower.
Damn it, I should have thought of this sooner. We've got to find some way to...
Thrall, Rexxar, I come in peace. You must believe me, I had no part in my father's plans. I wish none of this had ever happened. I don't know what to do.
We've bled together on many battlefields, Jaina. We've faced untold perils as allies. But your father threatens the security of our nation and the very future of my people. You know how this has to end.
I know, Thrall. Do what you must. There is a goblin shipyard on a nearby island that could provide you with warships of your own. With those, you could scatter the blockade surrounding Theramore. But please, spare my men if you can. My father will try to use them against you, but they're the only real family I'll have left when this is over. Please do this. For me.
We'll do all we can, Jaina. You have my word. Now you'd better make yourself scarce. The battle's about to begin.
Our forces are ready, Thrall. It's now or never.
See it done, Rexxar. I'll meet you at Theramore.
Okay. So we have 4 heroes. Rexxar, Rokan the Shadow Hunter, Chen the Panda, and Cairn the awesome Tauren Chieftain. First mission, Seas of Blood. Secure a goblin shipyard and destroy the battleships. Admiral Pramor has constructed a fortress on Theramore Isle. This is his base of naval operations from which he plots the destruction of the orcs. Jaina has found a goblin shipyard that can construct orcish juggernauts that will help you destroy the Admiral's fleet, which is guarding the island. Jaina has asked that you spare the lives of her men. They are only following the Admiral's orders.
Unleash my strength.
Well, we'll see about that, Jaina. There's nothing in the stash. We've got all the items we want, including the incredibly overpowered panda with 119 strength, well, and then some, plus 90, 100 plus agility. The basically invincible panda with drunken brawler and 6 times additional damage. So that's nice. That's always good. I think I'm going to try to focus buildings as much as possible. That wave tower is pretty good, isn't it? It's quite consistent.
Out. Our paths
Spare the lives of her men. Or aren't we just killing hordes of Alliance anyway? There's no sort of scoreboard or anything to say that you failed because you've killed some of these guys. How exactly does that work? No, Mr. Peasant. I don't want you repairing if I can help it. I'm appreciating all the mana that's on this Tauren Chieftain. Just keep whacking at this storm shockwaves. Hydra monster trying to look busy over on the left-hand side here. It's completely oblivious to like all the hell that is going on right now for the humans. He thinks I won't attack him if I leave him alone. If he leaves me alone. Well, technically that's true. I haven't touched him yet. I'll just finish off these buildings if I can. Because I'm a little bit OCD. Oh, Tome of Knowledge. More stuff for the Panda. 120 plus 18 strength. Yeah, he might be the only one that survives. See, I'm a fair guy. If you don't attack me, I won't attack you. Got the Goblin shipyard over here. How is that ship still being purged?
There, the Goblin shipyard Jaina spoke of. Now we can hire the Juggernauts to help us break the blockade. I've got the scent.
Replace Juggernauts, frigates, and transports are periodically available at the Goblin shipyard. Okay.
Acting on instinct.
So it's just spawning them for me.
On the prowl.
I hear you, man. I got the
Glyph of Omniscience. I can't even say the word. Omniscience or something like that. It's not a word I say every day. AKA map hack. Glyph of I see dead people. Alright, let's head out. To battle, boys. First is the first ship of truth. Oh, there's a shop here. No items I want though. So that's fine. I guess I might need to put a bit of effort to protect my ships. But they do essentially replenish, and you've got an invulnerable goblin shipyard, so there's like no way this could go wrong. Pirate booty. Arr. Ah, 600 gold. That is pirate booty.
I hear you, man.
Juggernauts can't attack air.
Don't worry. Be happy.
Unleash my strength.
Let's keep hopping onto the islands.
We're under attack!
Flush them out.
I don't think there's anything behind those trees. I'm just gonna like land lock myself here because I'm just curious. I'm always curious.
Be happy.
Bad luck there.
My boy nears.
Alright, let's send in some saviors to get me out of this situation. Oh! Ha! The battleship with its area of effect. King of the castle. Area of effect, well, ground attack. It's like a demolisher. It was able to destroy the trees.
The Earth Mother is near. Precisely.
Well, there you go. That's how you get behind there. Not that you're really supposed to.
I wander
Under
alone.
attack!
Flush them out. Unleash my strength.
Can I actually get out there? Huh.
I'm ready.
I can get onto the island, but I can't get off.
Hear you, man.
I'm ready to track. I've got.
Oh, he's close enough. Come on. How could that not be close enough? Okay, the only way I can think of freeing myself is to pull some sort of battleship over to here to destroy that tree, and then I might be able to walk across there. Oh, it's not a transport ship. Oh, right. My bad. Sorry, it looks so similar. Orc frigate basically looks like the same thing.
We're under attack!
It's just like the same size and everything. Okay, that explains. It's tiny. That explains.
What lies before me?
Thank goodness for that. That's shipsist. Hmm.
We're under attack!
Never a dull moment.
I'm ready to track.
We're under attack!
Keep throwing the ships away on auto attack. Time to sink these ships as well with the underwater codos. You can just kill the ships without these, I think. Your heroes are able to pull them in towards you. I'm doing well, thank you very much. Secure the Goblin shipyard and 4 out of 6 battleships. More juggernauts to the slaughter. Another island secure.
Alone. I've got the scent. Restore. I'm ready to track. Just clean my ears. Just move.
Behind!
Sweet.
Alright, this time I'll get another transport ship. An actual real transport ship and move me to the next island now. More island hopping.
Ready to track.
You
What
seem
lies
a little
before me?
parched.
We're under attack!
Let's come over to this cozy island.
Unleash my strength.
Okay. That's enough of that cozy island.
We're under attack!
Oh, hold on. Okay, let's continue. Another transport ship, if you will, please.
We're under attack!
Oh, you can get mercs. Any success of getting that 11 to 12 hours video of Undead campaign up? Yes, actually. I was super surprised, but it actually worked the first time on the first export. I couldn't believe it. So I was really happy about that.
We're
I
under
wander
attack!
alone. On the prowl.
King of the castle.
I'm acting on instinct.
And that's the last battleship. So we'll just have a quick look at the mercs here before finishing this off. We'll just hire them for fun. You got Hydra, you got Giant Sea Turtle, and a Merc Schneer Caster.
I'm ready to track.
And that's about it.
Happy Jaman.
The blockade is broken. Board the transports quickly. We must land on Theramore and crush the Admiral's defenses.
You've done well, Rexxar. You're a natural leader. You remind me of Hellscream in a way.
Thank you, War Chief. Now only one task remains. We must storm the Citadel and deal with Admiral Proudmoore once and for all.
Okay, apparently I missed a clause of attack plus 15 or an item at the top left, but we're okay. If you guys saw it, that's all I care about, really. It's just everything being revealed. The Panda's already got all the items he wants, and everyone's strong enough as it is, so... Move on to the next section. Theramore City. While the blockade ships burn and sink to the bottom of the sea, the Horde lands upon the shore of Theramore Isle and assails the walls of the city. As the Orcs begin their slaughter, years of oppression at human hands fill them with hatred and rage as they begin their final push towards Admiral Proudmoore himself.
Now, warriors, we must storm the Citadel. We must find Admiral Proudmoore and put an end to him. Only then will our nation be safe.
Waktar for the Horde! For Durotar!
We are with you, Rexxar. Lead on.
Right, this is the big one then. And you can see it's a big one because look at this mini-map. Yikes. The last Admiral. Kill Admiral Proudmoore. Do not destroy any Theramore Guard structures. You are only able to control your heroes while attempting to kill Admiral Proudmoore. The rest of your army will automatically engage Admiral Proudmoore's forces. So it's like a Dota style situation. That's probably like the 6... No, it's a Book of Town Portal. A Book of Town Portal. Well, let's see if my Town Portal works here.
Before me.
Okay, well that one
I'm
works
ready
anyway.
to track.
So we've already still got that. Nice. Kodos must be protected. There's a shop over here with the same sort of items. Healing Ward is actually a pretty powerful item because of how powerful my heroes are. Because it's percentage-based healing. As long as the enemy don't attack them.
Ready to track.
Let's go find the secret bits, such as the left-hand island, or potentially what's over here. Could be nothing over here, could be something over here, so I'm going to head on over to this east-hand side first of all. Whilst the battle commences. It seems like an awful waste of lives. You can actually sneak in through these gates.
Our paths converge.
Precisely.
Precisely.
Gladly.
Oh, okay, there's nothing over here. It's just for flavor, I suppose. And giving my units exercise. Let's use that town portal then.
I wander alone.
Don't think I can hire any ships, can I? Because I'm curious as to what's over here. Oh, there's gold! So how do I get over there? Oh, the town portal took me to this one. Okay, that was the nearest. So there's multiple strongholds that you can town portal to. You have to use a blink dagger. Ah. Oh, I do have a webcam. I just forget to turn it on. Okay, we somehow got mixed up in this massive army. What the heck? Alright, if we push this a little bit, then fine. The rest of the Horde forces can maybe make a bit of a move. Oh, we get a lot of gold there. We're actually getting gold out of these units. So maybe if they bunch up like this, it's worth popping in just to pick them all off and then sort of go about your business. Because it's not worth hanging around just to kill a few at a time. But if we can do mass genocide, then perhaps it's worth it. Try not to take that out of context. Right, that's enough.
I've got the scent. I'm acting on instinct.
I guess I'll just explore this bit, but I assume there's nothing here as well. But you never know. You don't know until you found out. So we got 2,278 gold all of a sudden. So we could buy healing wards. There's a shop over here though. Fountain of Health. Another shop here by the looks of it. Fountain of Mana. And Admiral Proudmoore over here. I created a little cutscene with Admiral Proudmoore many years ago when I did a Heroes of the Storm Who's Next hero situation where I predicted it would be Admiral Proudmoore, and I did a little comedy skit of what it would be like if Admiral Proudmoore was a hero in Heroes of the Storm. That was many years ago now.
I've got the scent.
The market is where you buy the dagger of blinkage.
Our paths converge.
Very well.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Let's just brazenly walk through the city then. I've got no time to deal with this city guards. I've got higher priorities. So the guard towers, it said something about a guard building. Theramore guard structures. So I guess don't kill the guard towers. Unless there's another structure that has the name guard in it. We're just so powerful we can just breeze through here. So that's the normal shop. Oh. That's heroes' hit points and mana by 400. That's pretty darn good. Never seen that item before. What? A Tome of Forbidden Knowledge. I assume that you didn't carry gold through on previous levels when you did this. But that's permanent increase the hero's strength, agility and intelligence by 3. You could say... Nah, there's no way.
I'm
If you
acting
could,
on
though,
an
you would save up
instinct.
all the gold for this last level. Not that it's even that
On the
relevant, because my heroes are more than
Trouble
strong enough.
brewing.
You imagine all of that gold that I spent in previous levels if I just never spent that and came over to this one level and just bought tons of those 3,000 gold plus free for everything. That's maximum value. Maximum value.
Flush them out. On the prowl.
Another round.
Take heart, young.
Panda would definitely reach 200 agility then.
You seem a little parched. I'm ready to track. I wander alone.
Right, here's Kellen's Dagger of Escape.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Oh, that's kind of meh. Africus Narasan coveted the Well of Eternity and its arcane powers when it finally exploded. Africus's magical items were blasted from his body and scattered across Kalimdor. He survived and found that he had been imbued with demonic powers, which he had used to chain the souls of lesser highborn to himself, granting immortality. Well, you'd think the item would be a bit more powerful then, wouldn't you? Okay.
Our allied town is being attacked.
We've had a nice little gander in the city. Time to TP.
Tame your poison.
My old
I got
bones.
the righteous groove.
Flush them out.
Our allied town is being attacked.
The orcs are dying. Oh, I guess they kind of are. Doesn't say anything about losing them though. Like losing the situation if you lose any of the orcs.
Acting on instinct.
Okay.
Our allied town is being
On the
attacked.
prowl.
Is trouble brewing? Oh, glad
Flush them out.
Inventory
you
is full.
seem a little parched.
Our allied
Have
town
one
is
on the
being
house.
attacked.
Oh, gladly.
25 gold.
I'll give it a shot.
Although I do like this little trail.
Our allied town is
Perhaps
being
this is
attacked.
like
on your
Nick's
tab.
gold TD.
Have one on the house.
Gold RPG.
I'll put it on your tab.
Bling ring. Now I need an inventory spot for this bling ring. So I'm going to have to bling back.
Is trouble
Bling
brewing?
back.
Our
Blink
allied
back.
town is being
Oh my
attacked.
goodness. Drop another item.
Oh, gladly.
I'll just drop all my items. Just to be on the
Have
safe
one on
side.
the house.
That'll do.
I'll
No
give it a
excuses then.
shot.
Just in case there's more stuff that drops when you pick up that ring.
Our allied town is being attacked.
See? Thrall's got this under control. He's fine.
My old bones ache.
You seem a little parched.
Earth Mother is near. Our allied town is being attacked.
Another round? I'll put it on your tab. I'll give it a shot.
Oh my god. The bling ring will solve all of your
allied
financial
town is
problems.
being
Just
attacked.
clickety-click to see the bling bling. Bling ring bling bling. Oh, now that's pretty good. But it's only 25 gold. Should be more like 250 gold.
I'll put it on your tab.
Good item though.
Have one on the house.
Just gotta periodically keep using it.
Oh,
Our allied
25
town
gold.
is being attacked. Take heart, young one.
you seem.
Cairn's got the usable
Our
items.
inventory is full. Earth Mother is near.
Another round?
My old bones ache.
You seem a
Our
little
allied town is
parched.
being attacked.
I'm ready to track.
Take heart, young one.
Unleash
Okay,
my
let's push forward through here towards Admiral Proudmoore. Of course, what I could do is just send Rexxar in, or the Panda in, and then use the talisman, or the Cairn has it, whoever, give them the Amulet of Recall, and just town portal over as well. But we'll do a little bit of combat first, so we can show off a bit more of the map. But obviously, I could easily... Oh, that was a 1434 crit! What on earth? That's way higher. Yikes. I might even take off the spell of Necros and just give him another. I know that's really good for practically keeping an enemy stunned, but let's try to give him even more stats. That's plus 12 damage now. That would actually be better on the crit. But the Crown of Kings is still really good. Half faster attack, 1476. Another level up. I thought they couldn't level up anymore. I guess they were capped at level 12 at last level. Yeah, I don't even really use tanks. Just to show you some more of this city's architecture. I'll peruse the city with the panda. So you can see it whilst my characters are just moving through the city. Oh no. Those barrels are invincible.
I'll give it a shot. Have one on the house.
So those are the city gates.
Our allied town is being attacked.
I'll put it on your tab.
I got the righteous groove.
Theramore guard. So maybe that's the guard structure they were talking about.
Another round? Oh, gladly.
Our allied town is being attacked.
Is trouble brewing?
Yep. He can one-shot knights.
Oh, gladly.
Getting closer to Admiral Proudmore. Yeah, people want the panda to solo Admiral Proudmore, and he certainly can do. I'm just showing off a bit more of the city for those that might want to see it before I finish the level.
Slay them all.
So there's the Admiral. It's a wave tower. And he's against the elite guard, so to speak, in this case. I would hope they give loads of gold. Loads of gold for the elite guard. Oh yeah, you get 250 gold a pop on those. So puts this bling ring to shame. Still, if I had a bling ring like that in real life, I would just be clicking it every 5 seconds. Even if it was like only 25p, because it all stacks up. Oh, it's getting laggy now.
I must admit, you orcs are more tenacious than I remembered. I thought you savages would have turned on each other by now.
This is not the horde you remember, old man. We have no interest in conquest or murder. We have paid for the sins of our forebears in blood.
Can your blood atone for genocide, orc? Your horde killed countless innocents with its rampage across Stormwind and Lordaeron. Do you really think you could just sweep all that away and cast aside your guilt so easily? No, your kind will never change, and I will never stop fighting you.
To the bitter end. To the ends of the earth. Looks like Panda's almost done with the elite guard on this side. Okay, let's carry on having a little look. Had a nice little conversation with the Admiral.
I'll put it on your tab.
Doesn't seem like we're going to come to an agreement now. He's a difficult man,
Another round?
so it's understandable. We tried though. We tried diplomatic relations, but
Oh, gladly.
wasn't meant to be.
I'll put it on your tab.
We're under attack!
I'll give it a shot.
Pandas must have really thick skin to get shot this many times and not care about it.
Have one on the
It's like a hippopotamus or something.
I'll give it a shot.
Is that the next World of Warcraft race? Hippopotamuses?
Oh, gladly
Hippopotami?
I help you.
We're under attack!
Oh, it's a one-off item.
Name your poison.
We're under attack!
I'll put it on your tab.
So, you can't take that multiple
Is
times.
trouble brewing?
Ah, well. Okay, I think we've seen pretty much what the city has to offer, so if we go and pop over and see how the Admiral's doing, then we can have a nice little fun fight. Might want to clear the rest of his elite guard so I can have a clean 1 versus 1.
Oh, gladly. I'll give it a shot.
We're under attack!
Oh,
Okay, here
gladly.
comes the rest of the elite guard.
Hey, 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 hey.
These stereotypical noises. Hey, the elite guard have got crit as well.
Is trouble brewing? Hey, hey,
It's a weak source crit though. It's no 6 times crit, that's for sure.
hey, hey, hey.
We're under attack!
How much agility did we have in the end game? I may as well get him to level 14. There we go.
Our hero has been
Oh, I actually lost a hero. Well, that's what happens if you're not paying any attention to it, I guess.
A little pause.
Send him back over there.
Another round.
Okay, so he's got 102 plus 23, so that's 105, 125 agility. That's 150, no, sorry, 125. That's 250% attack speed. With the aura, though,
We're under attack!
so without the aura, so 225. No, was it 250?
Death be a real
125,
trip, man.
250. 270, 285% attack speed. If I put this guy,
Smart, young one.
it would be like 310% attack speed. Should I have the Tauren Chieftain standing nearby just to provide the aura?
The storm
I suppose I
is
could do that.
coming.
You seem a little pause.
What lies before me?
The Earth Mother is
Tauren Chieftain can watch. You think no?
no Bora.
I think it would
Another round.
give the accurate representation of all the attack speed that I can muster. He's getting splashed in the face. Now I'm being said, why don't you go with all 4 of them? Because most people want to see me do it with just a panda. But you've got to be that guy that contradicts them, haven't you? But why doesn't he just... Let's remove this tower. We can have the other ones watching. There's Command Aura as well, that's right. So Rexxar, they can be watching. So he's got Endurance Aura, Command Aura, Brilliance Aura, Vampiric Aura. Although, I guess the Vampiric Aura might actually stack with the Seraphor that he's already got then. Not entirely sure. Okay. Tower almost done. We'll deal with the Paladin, the Chief Petty Officer, the Chief of Chaplains, and Admiral Proudmore. Level 15 Paladin.
Another round.
Our allied town is being attacked!
I'll put it on your tab.
Get to the Blackbloods!
Okay. Need to get a bit closer so I can be in range of my auras. So Archmage, you need to get a bit closer.
I hear you.
Our allied town is being attacked! For Lodoron!
Getting my mana burnt. Not that that matters. They got more armor, so they will reduce quite a bit of damage here. I'm not even going to use the Drunken Haze. This is kind of embarrassing for Admiral Proudmore. He rules an entire city, he's got multiple heroes by his side, but he's beaten by a solo panda. Just a panda turns up at these shores and just brings the whole city to a halt.
Our allied town is being attacked! For Lordaeron!
Another round?
Our allied town is being attacked! For Lothar!
It's over. Stand down, humans.
Father, why wouldn't you listen?
Above all else, Jaina, he was a proud warrior. Remember him as such.
Durotar is now safe. We have no further quarrel with these humans. We will leave your isle in peace, Jaina. I pray we never have to come here again. Farewell, sorceress. You saved our nation, Rexxar. For that, I can never repay you. Will you return to Durotar with us and make a new home for yourself?
I appreciate your offer, Thrall. But I am Mok'Nathal, a wanderer. I belong in the wilds amidst the beasts and elements of the land. But know this, brother. I will always be a part of the Horde. I will always be there when you need me. Farewell.
I always feel like that's a funny phrase when someone says, I can never repay you. Especially if he just stops talking after that. You have helped me greatly, and for that, I can never repay you. And then just walks away. It's just like, oh, okay. He's not going to do anything for me then, I guess. Huh. I felt like there might have been like an extra scene or something where he's talking to Misha about being in the wilds, but I guess that's it. That could be just in my head. So, there you go. I can never repay you, so why try? Chapter 2 seems to have given the inclination that I haven't beaten it on hard, but I obviously did. So, let's go check the collection. Oh, I got robbed! I've completed the bonus campaign. And I've completed the bonus campaign on hard. What the hell, bro? That's definitely robbed. Because you've witnessed this. You've been here with this journey. I've gone through every single level of every single campaign on hard difficulty and beaten it with 0 cheats. I haven't used a cheat once. Not even just to check something on the map and then load the save. The irony is people say you can unlock them just using cheats. That just defeats the point. Like, to get the achievement, you have to cheat. What the hell? That's so messed up, man. That is so messed up. Well, there you go. On that bombshell, we finished this epic series of the Warcraft Reforged campaigns. Overall, I thoroughly enjoyed my experience playing the campaign in Reforged. I think particularly the dungeon maps, of which there were many. And when I say dungeon maps, I mean like the RPG style. Here's your heroes just adventuring through this instance style arena area, like World of Warcraft, an instance, a dungeon. and there's lots of little secrets and things to explore and different types of creatures and things being guarded, prisons, etc. So far, Reforged campaign, good. It has its glitches, it's had its bugs.
Hi!
There's been issues. Oh no. I can check that afterwards, Tennis, thank you. There's definitely been issues. No doubt about it. Some levels failed to load. Sometimes it just gave me the defeat, even though I hadn't even done anything wrong when I was loading into another area. And it's ended prematurely. Obviously the FPS issues, not ideal, especially in many of those cutscenes. Looks a bit janky. The Arthas versus Illidan fight could have been better. They obviously put some effort into it, but I don't think it was reflective of what should have happened, or at least how the characters sort of went ahead with the fight. It's hard to explain, but it felt off, and that's mostly part down to the fact that I just think it's off in the sense that Illidan wins versus Arthas. Arthas can win versus Illidan, but it has to be down to him using abilities and the Lich King's power and stuff like that to drain Illidan or to bring him down. And it's not really displayed in that fight. Most of that fight was almost purely one-to-one, hand-to-hand combat. There was no death coils flying or anything that looked like it was draining the power. So for Illidan to lose to Arthas in just one-to-one, hand-to-hand combat just didn't look right. So that fight didn't really pay off because that was what the main focus was. So otherwise, it was a really good experience, and now I have the rest of Reforged to enjoy, of which apparently there's a bit of a mess. It's a 0.5 out of 10 on Metacritic currently at this point. Have I had any unit not having responses video voices problem? Yeah, throughout the campaign that was happening. Sometimes characters would just stop talking or doing things for a while. The music, well, there's so many issues. There's no doubt about it. Does it stop it from being playable though? No, not really. I was still able to play it and understand what's going on. We got subtitles. It's not ideal. It's not finished by any means. There's a lot of work to do to properly polish it. Whether that work gets done though is hard to say. But it's still playable and it's still doable. And that's the main thing to learn from this. You can still play this game and enjoy it. But it should be better. And that's the main point that people have, and the main complaint is it should be better. They wanted more. They expected more. And I understand that, and I sympathize with that. But it is what it is, you know. We kind of knew what was going to happen going in, that this wasn't ready to come out. It wasn't properly finished, but it was essentially rushed. Was it because of the pre-order sales that they put out too early, giving themselves only a year to finish the game? They had to release it at a certain point? Or could they have waited even longer? I don't know the legalities of all of that business stuff, but in an ideal world they would have waited longer, and then they would have had a better response because they would have had more time to work on these glaring issues that many people are essentially suffering from. But for this campaign series, I enjoyed it, and I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. So if you did, make sure to thumbs up the video or dislike the video if you didn't enjoy it. But either way, show your support one way or another, or your feelings with a like or a dislike, and comment in the section below. WTiiWarcraft, of course, on YouTube, where you've watched this, the Reforged campaign playlist, all of the Warcraft Reforged, you know, campaigns that you're seeing here. The best one being Curse of the Blood Elves. That's definitely the best. I would even put Curse of the Blood Elves above the Founding of Durotar, because the Founding of Durotar is really well done, and I really enjoyed a lot of the dungeoning, but I think the first level spends a bit too much time sort of faffing about, creeping, and going back and forth between places, whereas I think the Curse of the Blood Elves was a really good, succinct, enjoyable experience that was well paced and just had lots of flavour and flair, as well as good characters with Kale and Vash, and including Illidan as well. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this series. Patreon.com/WTiiWarcraft if you want to help support it as well. Just everything I do. And yeah, thank you very much for watching again. Take care, all the best.